You got a very long nail.
Yeah, I know.
Do you mind if I do your nails as well?
Oh, yes, please.
Run about half a teaspoon, did you say?
Yeah, about half a teaspoon of the powder you put into each shoe. And you sort of swish it round so it goes all through the shoe.
Interesting, interesting.
And that's all you need. And then, like, a container will last you 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you only have to use it every so often. That's the beauty of it.
Interesting.
It's very good.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. You got a very long nail.
Yeah, I know.
Do you mind if I do your nails as well?
Oh, yes, please.
It does look painful.
It's even the bottom. It's affected the bottom of my foot. Everything is just so tender and so sore in there.
Yeah. There's nothing underneath.
No, it's all just from the toe.
Yeah. Well, thank God it's just on your toe.
It's just always so nasty, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just at the spot where it's hugging, like hitting on the other toe's big joint.
Yes.
And when it does that, it's like a pressure point.
That's what I thought.
Exactly. So then that's where the pressure comes from. That's how I get it.
Yeah.
Did that pink stuff help you last time?
Yes. Ouch. Tremendously.
Sorry about that.
Pardon?
Sorry about that. If that hurts. I'm getting really, really close. It's not very deep. It's actually quite shallow, but it's widespread.
Yes. Oh, it's been deep before. It just gets so tender, eh?
And how long has it been since you cut your nails?
Oh, probably about a little while. I tried getting at them, but the clipper I've got's not very good.
Well, my clipper costs about $200. So.
You should do the job then.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, about $200. Worked on 10,000 people with them.
Well, in that case, you've definitely got your money's worth.
Okay. It's a lot better now.
Yeah, I used to have a lot of problems with...
Nail is bothering me.
Oh, that one's a shocker, isn't it? Wow.
Oh, right
That's
there.
not a toenail, it's a talon.
It's a claw.
Exactly. I used to have a lot of problems with ingrown toenails.
The pinky?
No, the big one. Big one on both feet.
I see.
And I think the one beside the big one.
Oh, that's a little bit more rare. I've had it like the second toe is a little bit more rare, but it does happen. It does happen. Much better. So.
Yeah, that big toe, it's been sliced down the side
Really?
to stop because it was all ingrown.
Oh, you had a surgery done on it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me try guess which side, okay? Which side it is. Let me guess.
It'd be pretty easy, I think.
Which side is it? I'm looking at it there. This side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they sliced it right down to the toe even.
Yes, they did.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Other side's just the same.
Alright, now cutting down. It's about rounding off the edges, really. Rounding off the corners, I mean. As long as they're nice and round. How do you
That looks a lot better.
Yeah. And see what I can get on this side. So I'm just going to put it on top of your leg.
Yep.
Yep, so how we have this. And the main thing is with a file, trying to file down the corner so it's round. A little bit left here, eh?
Yeah, it's always
And a little baby.
part and parcel.
Alright.
You want to see the other one too? Because it's
Well.
just as bad.
Oh, let's have a look then. Thank you. Right there. There's a myth of not cutting the corners
Yeah.
and leaving it, cutting it what they call straight across.
Yes.
Which it doesn't always help. What we're taught in university, especially, is that there's no such way that is perfect. If you have a square toe, then fair enough, I'll cut you a line straight across. But for most people, it's about rounding up the edges and following along the contours of the nail.
Ah.
The trouble is that not everyone can do that, especially people on tools. Sorry.
Because that's what they told me at the last podiatrist I went to. Cut it square. And I was thinking,
It's actually, if you cut it yourself, if you were to cut it to square, usually it reduces the risk of you accidentally cutting it partially.
yeah,
The thing about cutting into a corner is you either go for it or you don't go at all. Because what you don't want is to cut partially and leave a spike in there. That's what you don't want. And that's what happens if some people cut it down into it.
yeah.
So that's why they tell people to cut straight across.
Ah.
You always hear someone talk about it, but you don't really know who said that. You never know. So yeah, it's about.
It's obviously one of those things where there's lots of different opinions about it.
Yeah, it's quite controversial in some areas, but you have a bit of fungal nail.
Oh, okay.
That white patch you just saw on top here,
Yeah.
where I'm doing right now, that was a little bit of fungus.
Ah. Yeah, these live in boots most of the time, work boots.
You know, dark, smelly, sweaty.
Just like mushrooms.
Just like mushrooms, you're right. Mushrooms growing around your toes.
Yeah. I wouldn't say they're magic mushrooms though.
There you go. This one now.
They're quite a good little tripod, those ones.
Like a tripod.
Yeah, you can use them anywhere, all sorts of situations. I do a lot of photography.
Oh, what do you?
Amateur photographer.
What do you have? What's your camera?
I've got a Sony A55.
Ooh, 855. Okay. This one's a Canon.
Yep.
Because I follow Canon quite a bit, so I kept on going with Canon.
Yep.
It's like the typical ones you see like normal people using, but
the little point and shoots are great cameras.
Point and shoots are great. Yeah, does the job.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially in this scenario where it's like really like tight spaces.
Yeah.
And the trouble is for me that the autofocus though doesn't always autofocus right in the same place.
Yes.
Depends how close I am, because they're not meant for like super zoomed in.
Exactly.
Like the corners are like generally pretty small.
Yeah.
So it's pretty hard to film it. But I do my best to film it. Yeah. Yeah. That's
Yeah, I find the Sony's pretty good. I had a little point and shoot for a while. It was certainly did everything I wanted. And then I started getting more interested in the photography, and
yeah.
I think the 55 is the second or third camera I've had.
Ooh, you must really love it then.
Yeah, well, I find it to be a very good camera. It's limited by its megapixels. I'd like something with a bit more megapixels.
Okay.
Something that'll reach further up.
I'd rather invest in a full frame camera.
Yeah.
That'll be my go-to. That'll be like worth it for any kind of camera.
Yeah.
Myself, I love videoing.
You love?
I love making videos.
Oh,
It's like
yes.
it's like a habit of mine, you know? It's like a hobby of mine,
Yes.
making videos and stuff. It's so fun.
I haven't really got into videos at all.
Still pictures, more like into it.
Pardon?
You like still pictures?
Yes. Especially when it comes to birds.
Yeah. Where do you go for?
All over Christchurch.
Yeah.
All over Christchurch. We've been up to Hanna, down south, so Arthur's Pass. I usually do photography with two friends.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah. Peter's got big flash Sony. Margaret's got a very new, I think she's got an Icon. It's only about 8 months old. So sort of we usually meet on Sundays,
Yeah.
and it's a case of, okay, so where are we going today?
That's such a nice thing to have, like a bunch of friends and taking photos, having the same interests.
Yeah, it's interesting because all three of us can take a photo of exactly the same thing, yet we see it in a different way.
Yeah. That's something I would really like to have, like friends that would do that with me, you know?
Yeah, because it's interesting to compare the photos because it's been taken a different way. We spotted one time there was 3 padlocks on a fence, and there are brass padlocks on a wrought iron fence, and it's just the different photos that were taken of just something like that, which sounds pretty ordinary, but I sort of homed in on the brand names and the detail of the padlocks themselves, and the others just sort of took a photo of the locks on the fence. We've each got a different eye for different things. I'll see things they won't, and they'll see things that I won't.
That's something that I think it's like it's very unique in a way.
Yeah. He'd lost that big toe.
Yeah.
Honestly, for what happened was is when he was a kid, his older brother was out chopping wood, and he put his foot on a chopping block, and his brother said, "You put your foot there again, I'll chop it off." And guess what? He put his foot up there again, and his brother chopped his toe off. But he never walked the same again.
No. You won't.
You don't realise just how much your toes support you.
You never know. Until you lose it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. A little toe can cause so much pain.
You have no idea. People have no idea like how important feet are.
Yeah.
It's only when they have a foot problem, and that's when it's too late usually, and they have to come to me.
Well, they always say diabetics got to be very careful about feet.
Yeah. Because the reason being, so diabetes usually affect the blood. So, just give me a second. So what happens is that your toes get the least amount of blood. Fair enough?
Oh,
okay. It's the most furthest away from your heart.
The extremities.
The extremities, the very tip of it. And that's usually giving you the first signs of something not going well. If your heart's not doing well, if you're
too much sugar.
Too much sugar in there, exactly.
Oh.
I was going to put a cross here.
Yeah.
That's top. And just hold it there for a second. Alright. This is for your toe right there.
It'll sort it out.